In this video, we will see how we can build this main view, okay? This is the view we get once we are logged in, okay? So if we hit here on this sign out and we try to log in again, we log in as John Doe. So it's going to be doe@me.ca. And for the password, it's going to be abc123+. And once we are logged in, we will be redirected to this main view, okay? So let's put this guy here. And the first thing we want to do, we want to get this image, okay? Because right now we don't have this image, we only have this sky image, okay? The image we're gonna to use is this image, okay? So if you guys go to pexels.com, okay, you can find this image. This image has been made by James Reimer, okay? And if you guys want to use the same image, you can search for this. This is the name of the image, this Light Moraine Canada, okay? So you can search by this name and you will get this image made by James Reimer, okay? So once you guys are here, you can simply download the image, okay? And once the image is downloaded, what you can do, you can simply drag and drop the image into this asset, okay? Here for the name of our image, we call it landscape, okay? So now that we have this image, the next thing we want to do, we want to go on this login view, because this view is going to be pretty similar to this login view, okay? So we'll do a lot of copy and paste. All right, so here on this login view, if we toggle this overlay, the first thing what we want to copy, basically let's copy everything, okay? So if we copy everything, and we can delete what we don't want, and here on this views folder, what we can do, we can create a new file, and it's going to be a SwiftUI view, and we want to call it main view. And here inside this main view, you can simply paste everything. And here we don't want this, the content of this overlay, so we can simply remove this, okay? And here we want to create our own overlay. And inside this overlay, for now, we can simply put a text, and the content of this text, we can simply say main view. Okay, perfect. As you guys can see, we have the exact same page as this login view, okay? But here, for this background view, we don't want this image, okay? So we want something different. So if we go back to this background view, what we want to do here, as you guys can see, the name of this image is hard coded, okay? And we don't want this, okay? Because sometimes we don't want this sky image, okay? Because this sky is this image, okay? So sometimes we want this landscape, okay? Especially when we are on this main view. So the way we will do it, we simply we can go back to this background view, and here instead of hard coding this name, what we can do, we can create an image name, okay? So it's gonna to be let image name of type string, and every time we create a background view, we want to provide a name, okay? So here on this init, we also want this image name. And here by default, we say that by default, we want this image name to be this guy, okay? And here, before this content, we can simply say we want the image name to be equal to this image name, okay? And now that we have this image name, what we can do, we can simply copy this, and instead of this guy, we can provide our image name, okay? And here we have a small error because we forgot this equal. And normally everything is supposed to work as before, okay? So now every time we create this background view, if we don't provide an image name, okay, it will use this one, this image name, okay? But if we do provide an image name, it will override this sky, and it will use the one we provided, okay? And in our case, the name we want is this landscape, okay? So if we go back on this main view, here now we can provide an image name. So here it's going to be image name. And oops, we have a small typo on this image name, so let's fix it. So if you go back here, and here we forgot this A. So image name, okay. So we copy this and we put it here. And here for the name of our image, we call it landscape. And I think we have a small error here, okay. We have to add this A, and normally everything is supposed to work. Okay, perfect. Here our preview is working. And now on this main view, normally we are supposed to have this landscape. And again, I made a typo here, so it's landscape. And as you guys can see, we have this landscape, okay. And here we can reduce the frame of this rounded rectangle. So here instead of 1.5, we can say 2.2, and it will put it down, okay. And as you guys can see, we have the same image as our finished app, okay, which is cool. So now what we want to do, we want to add this welcome to Can Crossing, okay. And guess what, we have the exact same thing here, okay, on this login. So what we can do, we can simply copy this login. We can even copy this on the whole vstack, so we can copy everything, okay. And if we go back on this main view, instead of this text, what we want to do, we want to provide a vstack, okay. And now normally we're supposed to have this login, and as you guys can see, we have our login, okay. But yeah, instead of login, what we want this welcome to. So yeah, it's gonna to be welcome to. Okay, perfect. And now we want to do the same thing for this Can Crossing. So we can copy this text and paste it. And yeah, instead of this welcome to, we want Can Crossing. Okay, perfect. It's looking good, except for one thing. Yeah, we don't want this on color, okay. For this Can Crossing, we want our accent color, okay. So this one, this color, my accent color, okay. So here on this main view, if we go on this H1 style, let's see. Okay, so here we are able to provide a color, okay. So here inside this H1 style, what we want to do, we want to provide a color. So it's gonna to be color, and here the color we want is my accent color. Okay, perfect. Now what we want to do, we want to add this text, okay. Explore the beauty of Canada. And guess what, we have the same text here on this login view, okay. So what we can do, we can simply copy this and paste it in our main view. And here we can put this text, okay. We can put it out of this vstack, okay, this one. So we can toggle this vstack, and we want to paste this text after this vstack, okay. And everything is looking good. Now the next thing we want to do, we want to add a button, okay. So here we can add a spacer, and after this spacer, what we want this button, the exact same button, okay. So we can copy this primary button, okay, and simply paste it after this spacer. And yeah, of course we don't want login, but what we want is sign out. Okay, perfect. But yeah, as you guys can see, we are not able to see our button. So what we can do, we can add another spacer here, and normally it's supposed to push a button, okay, and everything is looking good. But we need more padding here, okay. So let's add some padding. So here on this vstack, what we can do, we can add this padding, and here we go. Everything is looking good, it's looking great, okay. And I think that's it for this video, okay. And we successfully created this main view, and as you guys could see, that was pretty fast, okay. And it was fast because we did the right way, okay. The way we code, we are not like copy and pasting or duplicating our code multiple times, okay. For example, this background view, okay, we have a code in a single place, okay, and we are just reusing it, okay. The same goes for this style, for the style of our title, okay, and also the style of this text, okay, and the same goes also for this button, okay. So by making a code modular, you guys can see that we are saving time, okay, we are coding faster, okay. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If that's the case, please like and subscribe. Take care. Bye bye.